Frenchman. August is upon us. And so what games have you bought for the July pickups? Because my subscribers don't like it when I have no games to show. And if you say none, then somebody has to die. Okay guys, starting off with a couple of things that my father-in-law picked up for me when he was just out and about. So the first thing he picked up for me was this copy of Topspin for the PS2. It's in pretty good condition, which a lot of sports titles I find are. I didn't have this one, so I just thought it's nice to have in the collection. Really haven't played much tennis games since the Atari 2600, but maybe I should break out the PS2 and give this one a go. It's in really good condition. So I got Topspin for the PS2. The other thing that my father-in-law picked up for me was this Minecraft beginner's handbook. Now I really haven't got into Minecraft. I've watched a few YouTubers play it, but yeah, I hadn't really delved into it. I kind of get put off when things become crazes and don't really play them much. But after having a bit of a browse through this book, it might be worth having a look at Minecraft at some point. So I got that book. So we went away for a couple of days. While we were away, we came across a couple of thrift stores. Didn't take me camera with me, so I got no footage of this. But I did pick up a few things. So the first thing I picked up was this VTech Storio cassette, still sealed and complete. As anyone who's been watching my videos for a while know that I have a small fondness for these VTech kid tablets, computers. I'm not sure what you would call them anymore. They've ranged from tablets to consoles, so there's a number of different ones. So that one was good. This one was sealed, and I think I only paid about $1 for it. Okay, the next thing I picked up was this is another one. This is for Leapfrog TV. I haven't come across the console for this, so I'm not 100% sure what this is, but this was again just $1 in the thrift store, so I thought I'd pick it up. I might come across the actual device that you need for it. No manual. The covers. Oh no, sorry. There is a manual. There's a little cartridge there. Cover's a little bit torn, but not too bad. Otherwise, for $1, I'll put that with my kids' collection. Okay, coming up next was a surprising find. I found these two PlayStation games. Technically, there is 3 in here. So the way I found this was kind of funny. So we went to a different thrift store, and I was looking through, and there was a lot of PS2 stuff. As I keep saying, I'm trying to avoid PS2 stuff. A lot of it was stuff that I had, so I just kind of browsed through. I was actually hoping I might come across some GameCube games or something like that, something that I really want to add more to my collection. Anyhow, as I moved a couple of PS2 games out of the way, I noticed there was a stack of CDs kind of like wedged between the shelf and the wall. The first top ones were just audio CDs of I think it was Christian music or something like that, but I just pulled them out. I thought, oh well, I'll just grab them out. And as I grabbed them out, I actually noticed one of these discs, actually this one here, Power Rangers Rescue, fell out, and I thought, oh, is that a PS2 game or a PS1 game? So I picked that up, and I looked at it and I said, I think that's an original PlayStation game. So I was looking for the cover, couldn't find the cover anywhere, but I did find among those handful of CDs, these two PlayStation games with the covers. So there's Lulu and Stitch and Power Rangers Time Force. Of course, plus I've got the Power Rangers Rescue, but unfortunately no cover. This one has a bit of, the case is a bit cracked, but they're not too hard to replace. But everything's still in there, and they're in really good condition. I think it was just the fact that somehow they had fallen down behind those other PlayStation games that they were still there. So I got those. And there's the back. Another one I picked up was this Golf Resort Tycoon for the PC. Now I only picked this up because I'm going to do a showcase of all the golf games I have, just run through different formats and different consoles and computers and so forth. And once again, for $1, I thought I might pick this up. So it's pretty, it's just one of those low budget, quick sale ones, Activision releases after the games have been in the major releases been through with the game. But it does look interesting. So I think this is a little different where you actually build the resort. I don't know if you actually get to play on this. I haven't read to see if you actually get to play golf, but it looked interesting. So for $1, like I said, I grabbed that. Oh, and by the way, those two PlayStation games, they were only $1 each as well. Another PC game I picked up. This one, Ollie's Island. I've never seen this before, and it looked very interesting. Now, I think this is this seems to be from a school. I think this is one of these educational software that the government puts out or gives to the schools. So yeah, I think this one is you got to become a more sustainable consumer. So like buy locally and be environmentally friendly and so forth. So I haven't had a chance to go through this yet, so give that a go at some stage. Okay, moving on to some PlayStation 2 games. Now I picked these up at another thrift store that I just happened to come across when I was out of town doing some business. So the first one I picked up, and once again these were only $2.50 each. So I picked up the Simpsons Skateboarding. I know this is not a great title, but I just thought it'd be nice to add to the other PS2 Simpsons games I have. It is missing the manual, but other than that, it is in really good condition. So I haven't played this one yet, but I have seen a few people play it on YouTube as well, and it's not the from what they were saying, it has a few little quirks with the controls that doesn't make it easy to play. Unfortunately, it is missing the manual. The disc's a little bit rough on the back, but it should still play nicely. Okay, the other PlayStation game I got at the same place was Defender for All Mankind by Midway. This looked awesome. So it's in really nice condition. It's got the manual and the disc is really nice. So whoever had this really looked after it, or they didn't play it too much. So I got Defender for the PS2. Okay, moving on. Another thing I picked up in one of the thrift stores, and I only picked this up because they basically almost gave it to me, and that was a copy of the Rosetta Stone Thai Explorer. Basically, it's just a learning software, learn how to speak Thai. It's in a pretty nice condition. I just thought it was I like sometimes collecting these little odd big box PC stuff. Now, big box PC stuff's coming harder and harder to find just in the wild. A lot of times now I've got to get it off eBay or just somebody happens to have it. But it's complete, and if I ever decide I want to learn how to speak Thai, I've got this software now. So I got that, it's in really good condition. I find a lot of these learning software stuff, people buy it for their kids, or they're going to sit down and learn a language, and they load it up, and then they never use it. So I got that. Okay, the last two things I picked up, these were eBay buys. Like I said, to find good stuff out in the wild now is getting harder and harder. But these are two games I've wanted for my Amiga for a long time now. I did have this first one. I did have a demo version of it, but it used to always crash, and I could never find it in the shops to buy. And that is Global Effect by Millennium. Now, and this was also released under Electric Arts. So I'm going to say this is, their attempt at the Sim Earth. I believe Sim Earth probably came out around the same time as this, so this is probably their alternative to Sim Earth, is probably the correct term. So in very nice condition. So basically it's similar to Sim Earth in a way. This is the Amiga version, and it came with everything. So I'll just open it up here. Just gonna have a quick look. So we got the 3 discs. Nice big fat manual. And a little guide here to tell you what everything does. So yeah, just what all the symbols mean. And the same as over the back here. And just a bit of a guide there. And just how to install it on the Amiga. So I got that one. Alright. Now the only reason I came across the only reason I was able to come across Global Effect was the fact that I have on eBay a listing, because I've been wanting a copy of this game, Operation Stealth, since the game was released back in the day, back in the early 90s for the Amiga. Now I did have this on a pirated version of this on the Amiga, which any Amiga owners know was a thing back in the day. Don't condone piracy, but when you're a kid and know no better, that's what you did. And so I eventually got a copy. So this is a cross between an action and a point and click adventure game. So you play a secret agent whose mission it is to retrieve a stolen stealth bomber. So this is a game that I've played up to a certain point, but always used to get stuck because I kept getting caught. So it's got some great comical bits in it, some great action, and some great puzzles. What used to stump me is there was a section you had to walk through a maze, and I tried and tried and tried, could never get through it. But when I sold my original Amiga, that copy of Operation Stealth went with it, and I've been thinking about trying to complete this ever since. So nice box. For its age, it's a bit rough. So let's have a look. Have a quick look inside. So you don't get a lot. You get 3 discs. You get the operations manual, a reference manual, and the security code picture here. So I was very happy when I got this. Paid a little bit more than I would have normally liked, but for what I paid, I don't think it was too bad, considering, especially since it's a game I've been wanting. Well, that's it guys, that's everything I picked up in the month of July. So in the comments down below, let me know what you thought was the best thing I picked up, or maybe you can tell me something cool you picked up over July. And don't forget to like and share this video, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because it'll let you know when I upload a new video. So once again, thanks for watching, and that's it for me. Bye!